Well, we're coming to the end of our 2.5 weeks here in Texas. We're in San Antonio now. So now we're getting ready to head back, and there's a little bit of weather between us and Florida, but looks like it's moving north, so we should be able to hopefully duck down below it. Just a little line we got to sneak through and make our way back home.
Alright, welcome aboard everybody. We are here in Stinson, just outside San Antonio, just topped out for some fuel. And we are hoping, fingers crossed, that the winds are as forecast and we get some nice tailwinds and we can do this non-stop back to St. Augustine. Ground bearing 3175, whiskey at self-service fuel, ready to taxi.
Airship Whiskey Roger, runway 32, taxi via Alpha Cross 27.
32 via Alpha Cross 27, 7 Whiskey. So today's flight time is scheduled to be 4 hours and 30 minutes. If flight planning is correct, that should leave us with 45 minutes reserves into St. Augustine. Not only going in with just 45 minutes of reserves, but the weather there is forecast to be VFR. If things change, we'll stop early and get fuel. There's plenty of places, plenty of good weather between here and there to stop.
Said 4.5 hours, but this says 5:22.
Yeah, we're still on the ground. Once we're in the air, it'll start calculating things based on speeds. Especially considering that's based on what it thinks our true airspeed is, but it doesn't take into account that we have tailwinds.
Tails, okay.
Yep. So as soon as we get up in the air and we get handed off, we will start negotiating with departure and see if they can start getting us towards the water to avoid that line of weather. It's there's a big storm and then there's a thin line between us and the water, so not sure if we can clear it, but I'm going to see if we can start cutting early towards the water.
Ooh. Brutal.
Yeah, what a difference the
I know. That one, the eyebrow.
Little eyebrow. I was trying to think of the name of it.
Because it's like...
Yeah, I should have put it back in.
We definitely take it for granted.
Yeah, we do. Well, hopefully the sun is going to be at our back anyway, so once we're in the air, we won't notice it. Otherwise, you might be climbing back there to go get it.
Turn left heading 140, runway 32, clear for takeoff.
Left 14032, clear for takeoff, 7 Whiskey. Alright, we were clear left.
130015, gust 27.
For the kid watching, but he's no factor.
Not going to get much...
Not going to get much blast? No.
Yeah, no, he's not going to get that, but it was a joke, but he's not going to get much interaction today with flights. That's what he's out for.
Alright. We got fuel flow. Airspeed is alive. Is in the green. Ready 4 knots. Positive rate. Gear up. Ooh, that wind is gusting. Alright, passing through 400 feet. Left 140.
75 Whiskey, contact San Antonio Departure today, sir.
Over departure today, 7 Whiskey.
Drop.
Departure bearing 3175, Whiskey 1.2, climbing to 2500, turning to a 140 heading.
Number 3175 Whiskey, send center departure, ident, come and maintain 11000.
Ident, 11000, stand by whiskey.
75 Whiskey, radar contact 2 west of the Simpson Airport.
Position check, stand by whiskey. Alright, 1000. And we're turning to 140. Yeah, she's a bumpy. That'll be good once we get a little higher.
Ready for it.
Yeah, you and me both.
Gonna be an interesting flight. I hope not, I guess, but
Usually when it's windy like this, it's just when it's low. Usually once you get up a little bit, especially because it's gusted and everything, it tends to get better. There's all that weather I was concerned about.
yeah,
Now he cleared us to 1000, so that works to our benefit.
definitely.
November 75 Whiskey, turn left heading 120.
120, stand by whiskey. Alright, 120.
Departure, Vader 05 is
We have 167 knot ground speed in the climb right now.
500 turning left heading 270.
So obviously that's fast.
Vader 05, send center departure, ident, come and maintain
That's
5000.
obviously really good. We're gonna
Vader 05, radar contact mile northwest.
lean for the climb,
Turn going 220.
do everything we can to
Left heading 220.
get up and keep our fuel flow low. Climbing at 1,000 feet per minute. You eating already?
Well, I've been holding off because I was trying to get in the air first because I didn't want to eat while we were getting fuel and stuff. I figured the fries would hold me over and let's get past the weather and
Yep.
then I can,
I'll be happy too when we get past the weather.
yeah.
November 75 Whiskey, could direct churn.
Direct churn, Tempo Whiskey. Actually, is there any chance, looking ahead at the weather, that we can kind of continue on this way towards the water? Or is the airspace going to kill me?
No, 75 Whiskey, the airspace won't kill you. So just, you want to fly heading 120?
Yeah, yeah, something along this line would be probably best based on the weather ahead over Houston.
Okay, November 75 Whiskey, I don't have your strip in front of me. Where's your destination?
St. Augustine, Sierra, Golf Juliet in Florida.
My neck of the woods over there. Okay, yeah, I just got your strip now. All right, let me see if I can deviation when able direct Sabine Pass or something like that. Hang on just a second.
All right, stand by. Appreciate all your help, Tempo Whiskey.
All right, number 75 Whiskey, present heading, deviation on your present heading is approved when able direct Sabine Pass. Just let them know when you're making the turn to SBI.
All right, when able, direct SBI. We'll let them know. Tempo Whiskey, thank you. Okay, so there's SBI.
Convoy 4025, clear direct Henley, resuming
We look here.
normal speed. All right, number 75 Whiskey, just let the center know when you're ready to make that turn to Sabine Pass. Contact Houston Center 134.6.
All right, we'll let them know. 134.6. Thanks for your help, Tempo Whiskey.
Convoy 4025.
Houston Center, Baron 3175 Whiskey 6.9, climbing 1000 on deviation, just hoping to get behind the weather until I go direct Sabine.
And number 3175 Whiskey, Houston Center, roger. The Victoria altimeter is 2985, and you're going to be doing a lot of deviation to get to Sabine Pass. Got a few lines of precipitation. We're getting lots of deviations around, so I'll keep you posted as you get close.
Roger, I see that. Yeah, that's kind of why I'm trying to get to the coast now and see if I can get around that.
It makes me feel a little better that I know other people are in the air, even though they're probably the jets, or more jets than.
Center, Mitsubishi 616
Yeah, it depends on the height.
616 Kilo Lima, Houston.
In front of us is probably like 75 miles away.
1,000.
I think we
Probably this.
I think we can
this
clear
6,084, 6 Kilo Lima.
clear some of that. Well, worst case scenario, we've got enough fuel. We can deviate around all that and then just stop somewhere early. We can't make it all the way to Florida. Not that big of a deal.
No,
As long as we got outs.
got plenty of stops
Yep.
available,
Got plenty of outs.
and that is just like.
Yeah, that's not really, yeah. It's
Hi.
moved out once we got a little above all this. Say hi.
Yeah, to you.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, hello.
I feel like we weren't on the
There were 280 Sierra
rush
Papa.
this
Once
morning,
you get
but
clear
that
of
we
the
were.
precipitation, I need to put you on a
and
routing
haven't
transition
really
between
seen
military
you because I
airspace.
didn't
Let me know
see
when
you
you're
all
ready.
day. Weird. And then I didn't see you Friday. So like
Well, Friday I was working and you were
November 280 Sierra
out
Papa,
visiting
when
friends.
able, you're cleared.
And yesterday I was working Peloton for 20 hours straight.
Excellent, thanks. That was 53.
From 7 a.m. to 3 a.m.
28.6.
I worked.
yeah. Well, the The good news is
40-hour weeks. I remember my first part-time job.
Lima, climb and maintain.
I was up for most of that time with you, just not with you.
Number 500 Romeo Golf Houston.
So I feel some of your pain.
6,000, the Brownsville altimeter is
No, I don't.
208.
No, you don't. It was 10 o'clock and you were like, I'm going to bed.
I'm going to bed. But that was most. I mean, that's 5 hours less. I was trucking it with you. Well, you were working, so technically you probably woke up before me, but...
Yeah, I was at work at 7.
Yeah, but I didn't really...
3175 Whiskey, first cell of precipitation is going to be 12 o'clock. About 45 miles, moderate heavy, about 8 miles in diameter. There's another bigger line beyond that. If you want to completely avoid it, I know there's a gap some people have gone through, about 75 miles ahead of you. Otherwise, you might need to go down more towards Corpus Christi. Just let me know what you want to do.
Yeah, at the moment, it looks like I might be able to get above it. Do you have any reports on tops?
On the first cell, I don't. The line beyond it, around flight level 200.
Roger that. Yeah, I'll let you know. We may end up making that deviation towards Corpus.
Sounds good.
Where's Corpus? Right here, right?
Down here, yeah.
Stingray 33.
More right,
San Antonio,
that way.
Yeah.
But I kind of want to see it.
9.7.
100 to go.
Number 3175 Whiskey, cell precipitation 12 to 1 o'clock, 18 miles, moderate only, about 6 miles in diameter. It looks like you'll go just north of it.
Yeah, it looks like we're right at the tops here at 1000.
Oh, I feel like we're pointing down.
Oh, because the autopilot's sending us.
Envoy 35.
Why?
Because it was fighting
okay,
the...
I found it. You should be with
the wind
center on 1.
I might turn off the autopilot if it keeps fighting it.
Number 3175 Whiskey, precipitation 12 o'clock, 20 miles, moderate heavy extreme, about 10 miles in diameter. I believe there's a small gap, 12 o'clock to 20 miles as well, right in between the line. If you want to go there, just let me know. If you need further deviations, advise.
Roger, it looks like about 10 right. I should hit a gap to get past this first one.
And number 3175 Whiskey, deviations left or right, of course, are approved. Let's go direct to Lake Charles when able and advised.
Alright, direct Lake Charles when able and will advise.
So I'll just go ahead and direct it?
Yeah, just go ahead and do it. Just so it's a reminder for us so we know what...
At 3175 Whiskey, once you get beyond this line of precipitation, there's another one, 12 o'clock, 60 miles, moderate, heavy, and extreme. About the same size as the current one, about 10 miles in diameter, extending northeast, about 70, 80 miles.
Roger that, I see that. Hopefully once I get past this one, I can get a better feel for its height and stuff. But I'd love to just go that way right there.
Well, that's what I was talking
But
about.
I
This
wanna-
hole.
For 616
Let's see that.
contact Houston.
Right, and then right behind it.
4.2.
I don't want to do that yet. Much as I want to be turning,
Right. We don't want to
and
get
believe
too
me,
much
I want to be
into...
turning. I just don't want to get caught because, worst case, I can just go right and go, go out of the ocean, and then
Right, I'm kind of
30
wondering
miles and then get around it.
about this, but at the same time...
Yeah. The more we go that way, though,
Right, the more intensive.
the more we're close to the high intensity. And now you're hitting gaps in a high intensity area, and that can quickly change. So I'd rather not. Yeah, I mean, we might be able to go and then try to zig and then zag right here. Basically what I asked for at this point, so far my plan's looking like it was right on. We'll see. There's the other line in front of us.
Center citation 430 Sierra Alpha.
There's a little downdraft in that. Oh, you saw the nose start climbing. Autopilot's fighting it. So there's the other weather in front of us.
Definitely a couple of gaps.
Victor Alpha Rescue 987.
See what that gets us. We definitely don't want to go left of that.
No.
Aircraft calling center, say again?
Yeah, I think that's this right here.
1,500, we're about 10 miles north of Alice, going to Austin, and let's get flight following.
Baron 3175 Whiskey, just for your planning purposes, looks like this heading should let us hit a gap and put us past the second line, and then we can turn direct whatever you want at that point.
3175 Whiskey, Roger, that looks like the best option, staying here towards the south. Once you get on the opposite side, on the east side of this line here, it looks pretty clear. So if you'd like to come a little bit south to get around it, that's approved, and just let me know when you turn direct to Lake Charles.
Roger that, will advise. Hello, Whiskey, thank you. I love it when a plan comes together.
We're not there yet.
No, I should
Not
celebrate.
there yet.
True that. Never celebrate with weather too early. Yeah. Especially storms in the summer. Wait. It's not the summer.
It's not the summer.
Why do we have these storms?
Texas is just trying to show us what it has to offer
Yeah.
if we move here.
I'll tell you what it has to offer. A lot of winds and a lot of storms. The lines always come through.
But everything's cheap, and we have friends here.
We have friends everywhere.
I've got friends in low places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away.
I'll be okay.
Well, I'm not something on salt shakers, am I right? I'm not big on salt shakers. I'm not. Oh man, that's how tired I am.
Wow. So you can see the radars painting with the ADS-B showing.
Yeah.
I like when they actually match.
Yeah.
Because we've had a few times where they don't necessarily match.
805, Houston.
8 miles per gallon. This is the number we need to pay attention to.
Okay. Why for?
509, Houston.
Because at some point I might play with power settings to see if I can stretch that out.
05. Change to my
So we might fly slower, but if the miles per gallon increase, then that's what we need.
My head feels so warm on the glass.
Houston Center, Baron 3175 Whiskey. They don't appear to be hearing me on 33.8.
5 Whiskey, Roger, just stay with me for a moment. I may lose you, but that will be your next frequency change. So stay with me for now, and then we'll try again in a couple minutes.
Roger that, Wilco. And I'm going to be heading direct Lake Charles shortly, but if you could give me a fix a little farther down the line, that'd give me a little more separation from the line instead of just paralleling it.
175 Whiskey, Red
Fix this.
Whiskey, Direct Lafayette.
Direct Lafayette, 75 Whiskey, thank you.
5 miles.
Perfect, that's exactly the heading we want. Look, I just turned on the autopilot to go to Lafayette, and we did not move. Alright, so we already made up some fuel, because now we're 19 gallons.
33.8.
We're at 217, 218.
So, let's see if we can make up any more. So, we, looks like we made it around this weather. My plan has worked. Now the question is, will my plan have cost us too much fuel and keep us from going non-stop? So we're level cruise, 1,000 feet. We have an indicated airspeed of 152 knots. We have a true airspeed of 184 knots. An outside air temperature of 49 degrees Fahrenheit. And thankfully we're getting a little bit of a push from the wind. So we've got a 219 knot ground speed. So that is about a 35 knot tailwind.
God, man.
So at the moment, we are getting 8.9 miles to the gallon, which is pretty good. Because if you think about, you know, trucks, you know, 18-wheelers, they get like 8 miles to the gallon or less. So that's not horrible, considering that we're flying at 220 knots, which is probably pretty close to, without doing the math in my head, 240, 250 miles an hour, and still getting 9 miles to the gallon. That's not too shabby.
Aren't we normally like 5.2, 5.4?
Oh yeah, we're normally much lower. Yeah, which is the advantage of having a tailwind, particularly a 35 knot tailwind, and being so high. That's why I chose 1,000 feet, less fuel burn. So at the moment, based on our current speed and calculations and what have you, this is saying we'll land with 19 gallons when we get to St. Augustine. That's right at the, considering we're burning 12 gallons an hour, it's 24 gallons. So that's just under an hour. It's probably about 50 minutes, but we'll call it 45 just to round down worth of fuel. So hopefully we can make up a little bit more fuel along the way. So for the time being, as we're away from all the weather, we're going to go ahead and shut off the cameras, and we'll check back in with you as we get a little bit closer.
Heading 260.
So welcome back. We are, how long have we been flying now, Princess? We are 2.5 hours into our flight. We've got just under 2 hours to go. We're still cruising level 11,000 feet. Have an indicator speed of 152 knots. Outside temperature 46 degrees. You can see we're getting a little cold soaked. That's why I got the jackets on. Just giving us a cruise speed of 185 knots and a ground speed of 225 knots because we're still benefiting from that tailwind. Did make up a little bit of fuel. We're getting 9.2 nautical miles per gallon at the moment. So now we're up to 22 gallons at landing. We're burning 24, so we're slowly creeping up, which is really good.
Connect mobile approach 121.
So I was checking out ForeFlight and looking at the nav log, because if you have the Performance Plus package, it's got a really detailed performance information on the airplane, and you can also tweak it to your specific airplane. And I was looking on here, and so we are currently 2 hours and 32 minutes into the flight. And right here it says at 2 hours and 31 minutes into the flight, we should have burned 69 gallons and had 67 remaining. And we are showing just the opposite. We're showing 69 gallons remaining, which means we burned... Actually, no, that's exactly right. Hello. It's actually spot on to exactly what we should be doing. It also shows what my calculated true airspeed is and my ground speed. And it calculated 183 knots as my true airspeed and 207 knots as my ground speed. And as you can see, we have 185 knot true airspeed, so I'd say that's well within margins. And because we're getting the extra ground speed that wasn't, I guess, above forecasted, that's making up for the time when we went out of our way south to go around the weather. So even though we technically went longer out of our way, distance-wise, we made up for time with the higher winds, higher tailwinds than forecasted. But the amazing part isn't that, it's that ForeFlight is accurate to the T. I mean, we can't get much more accurate than that. So if you don't have ForeFlight, you also have to take a look at it, particularly that performance package. It's definitely well worth the money if you're doing long cross countries. So it's starting to get a little dark. You can see we actually have the MaxViz cam turned on. It was really cool earlier. I should have turned it on earlier. We had a layer above us and a layer below us. But you can see a little bit of layer below us. So I'm kind of using that right now instead of the synthetic vision, which is here. Just because it's kind of nice to see outside and actually see what's there. I can see it now, but as it starts getting darker, it'll get harder to see. So, anyhow, I just wanted to check in. We are still an hour 55 from our destination. It's obviously going to be dark when we get there, so we will try to show you the landing, and hopefully the video comes out and looks good. And if not, then we're going to sign off here and say, hope you enjoyed this flight. Always hit that thumbs up, subscribe button, and ring that bell for notifications. And you can find about videos like these, I'm not even speaking right, these, that happens when you're 11,000 feet for so long, like these and more. And be sure to share with your friends. Let them know you like what we're doing and help get the word out to what we're doing, because we're just trying to spread the word on aviation and share our passion with you. So, anyhow. So, welcome back. While you were gone, ATC had us descend down to 9,000 feet. Unfortunately, by doing so, it increased our fuel burn and took away our tailwinds. And so, we just don't have enough fuel to make it to Jacksonville. So, Looks like we're gonna make a stop in Mariana. Their plan for the moment. Whether there's marginal VFR. So I think we're gonna go there and get some fuel and then continue on.
3175 Whiskey, descend to maintain 3000.
3000 Zimbowski. Alright, go ahead and load the RNAV 18.
Sure. RNAV 18, enter. Vectors.
Put Sealy for now.
Number 75 Whiskey, do you want to go direct Sealy or you want to go to the the initial approach fix?
Direct Sealy's fine, Zimbowski.
75 Whiskey, Roger, see direct Sealy. Cross Sealy at 3000, cleared RNAV runway 18 approach Mariana.
Direct Sealy, cross Sealy at 3000, cleared the RNAV 18 approach in the Mariana, Zimbowski. Sealy, direct, enter. Alright, Sealy 3000, cleared the RNAV. After Sealy, I can descend down to 2000.
November 75 Whiskey, start a descent to 2000 and let me know if you're below the cloud deck at that time.
Alright, sending down 2000, Zimbowski. Approach, it's hard to say, it's so dark and desolate out here. I feel like we're below the layer though, Zimbowski.
75 Whiskey, Roger, just let me know when you get the landing environment in sight and cancel with me if you can, short final with an acknowledgement or a downtime with radio as soon as practical after landing.
Alright, yeah, I should be able to cancel with you on that short final, Zimbowski.
75 Whiskey, just be advised, if you're below 1,500 feet, that far from my antenna, I will not be able to hear you, so just make sure you get an acknowledgement from me.
What code, 75 Whiskey? Is there a phone number for me to call?
Yes, sir, I can give you that. Let me know if you're ready to copy.
Ready to copy, 75 Whiskey.
75 Whiskey, that'll work. You can go ahead and change to advisory.
Advisory, 75 Whiskey. Mariana traffic, bearing 3175 Whiskey, RNAV 18. Mariana. Low 154 knots, fast approach. Approach, bearing 3175 Whiskey, I can cancel with you at this time.
75 Whiskey, cancellation received, squawk 1200, free exchange approved. Good night, buddy.
1200 free exchange approved, good night, 75 Whiskey. Alright, localizer and glide slope are alive. Definitely got the runway. How far are we out?
We are 8.5.
Mariana traffic, bearing 3175 Whiskey on the RNAV 18 on an 8.5 mile final, Mariana. Alright, there's glide slope intercept. You're going down. Taxi light on. Mariana traffic, bearing 3175 Whiskey on a 4 mile final for 18, Mariana. Plane just flying itself right down the glide slope. Figured and trimmed. And go flaps land.
$500.
500 feet, we are 3 green, we are clear to land.
It's foggy in that parking lot next to...
Bye. Yeah. Oh, it is foggy in here.
Yeah, like literally.
It suddenly just got real foggy.
I mean, some of it's a little...
Oh, I missed that turn.
Yeah,
whatever.
It's okay.
I like my brakes.
Well, so I was like, it's pretty foggy over in that lighted area, and then all of a sudden, boom, it just came. Well, no, actually, worried. If I open this, I'm wondering if it's gonna fog out.
Welcome to Mariana. We are a little short, little shy of our destination of Jacksonville. Wow, I can't even see. This is unbelievable. I don't know how well you guys can see out the front. I hope this is actually showing up because it is hard to see. Although it was easy coming in. It was the last half of the runway.
Yeah.
It wasn't the first half.
Yeah.
Anyhow, guys, as always, if you like these videos, hit that thumbs up, subscribe button. Biggest comment we can receive is your subscription to the channel. Be sure to ring that bell for notifications. And please share these videos with your friends. That is the greatest support you can give us, is sharing them with your friends. Help the channel grow. So we're gonna go, we're gonna top, actually, I see how much fuel here is. I think we're gonna top off, possibly. Depending on prices.
Either way, we're gonna get some fuel.
And then we will carry on to Jacksonville, flying to Craig. Actually, St. Augustine ended up being a 100-foot ceiling. So we won't be going there. That turn, that's from the being so close to the ocean. How that happens. If weather holds up, we'll head to Craig, Jacksonville, and then head down to Punta Gorda. But that probably won't be a video, guys. Sorry.
So actually, I'm tempted to say let's stay the night at Mom's.
I'm tempted to say let's stay the night here.
That actually looks pretty cool.
That is really cool. Alright guys, till next time, stay safe.